I have recommended it and I definitely would again.
I've been trying the Sunburn SPF50 for the face for 30 days and I've really enjoyed using the product, and it's really great to find a sunscreen that doesn't irritate and inflame my eczema. Something I was hesitant about before trying this was, is the formula going to inflame or, irritate my eczema? And it didn't. It didn't bother it in the slightest. It didn't even, I get some eczema underneath my lip. Didn't even have any kind of problems or worries in that respect. In terms of texture, I wouldn't say this stood out that much to the other sunscreens I've tried before. However, in terms of the formula, this is one of the only ones I've tried that is reef friendly. And because I've recently been on holiday in the Maldives, it's definitely something that was front of mind. It's actually the brand that they were selling on the island. So I think that was something that was really important to me when I was there, and one for why I reached for this one over any of the other ones I took.
I have been using the Sunburn Sunscreen Face Lotion SPF50 for 30 days, and I have to say that the one thing that made me put this product above others was the texture of it. It is much thinner, it sinks into your skin a lot better, it sort of doesn't sit there, it's not heavy, it makes you feel comfortable. So I wanted to try this product because I fell in love with the brand itself. I think that the whole idea of Sunburn, Sunny, the charity work that they do in America, providing school shading whenever there's, a high UV index, they try to build giant sort of sunscreens for children that will protect them from the sun, just creates a giant sort of area of shade. As a person who grew up in a school that had one of those, I will say during the hot days, it was absolutely fantastic. We didn't have sunscreens at school. We weren't sort of forced to use them. So I know that it's a big thing for Sunburn to provide that shading, and I know that we as Essential provide that sun poverty, so we have sort of an idea of what's going on as well.
I've been trying Sunburn SPF50 for 30 days. It's very nice, it's easy to apply, and it does exactly what it says on the tube. So I first wanted to try this because it was a new brand to the company. It looks cool, it looks relevant, and I've never tried a SPF50 before, and I have to say, the handful of times I did use it, due to the weather conditions we've had in Wales, it did exactly that, and it impressed me a lot, especially with like the matte finish and stuff. I can't say I've seen a big massive result because I'm not one of those to spend a lot of time in the sun, but when I did use it, I felt protected, if that makes sense. And obviously trying a new product, I looked into it, and the info card that Sunburn has, it gives you a breakdown of how you should be using it and when you should be applying it. And it made me look into more of that, especially looking after the sun protection side of things.
So this sunscreen was my everyday facial sunscreen. So I use it as the last step in my skincare routine. And if I was wearing makeup before makeup, however, that was very irregular. Really loved the formula. It felt very hydrating, but it also absorbed really quickly. No white cast problems with it. And yeah, it absorbed really nicely and it felt like I wasn't wearing anything. I didn't really notice a smell to it, especially when you compare it to the SPF30 that's the body, which is quite summery. This one doesn't really have a scent that is recognizable to me.
The product itself is quite liquidy. It's not as sort of thick as other face lotions might be. Then again, it is meant to be a lotion. It's not meant to be a sort of thick gel-like texture to it. It does soak into your skin very quickly. Just like with the last one, my nan saw this product. She absolutely complimented me on the fact that the packaging looks lovely. So if I could, I would definitely let Sunburn know about that. The packaging looks fantastic, not only just for me, a person who's 20 years of age, but for my nan, who is much older than me.
We haven't had the greatest of weather in Wales. I've probably used it about 3 times in total, but that was every time that I ventured out for the day. So it was put on before I would go out for the day, and I mainly used it for my big forehead and the eyes. The texture of it is very nice. It wasn't too runny, whereas some lotions can be very runny off your hands and you're probably using more than you're putting on.
I definitely would recommend this to anyone really. I've got quite dry, sensitive, eczema-prone skin. It worked really well for me, but my partner's got quite oily skin and really enjoyed the formula. So I think it's a sunscreen for the face that could work for everyone. I really enjoyed trying this product, but also a lot of products from Sunburn, and I really trust the brand now. So I definitely would repurchase this, but also some of the other products that they sell.
I have recommended it and I definitely would again. I would recommend it to sort of anyone really. It's sun protection. You can't really give up on that. You can't skip out on it either. I did recommend it to my sister so that she would use it on my nephews. I would definitely buy it again.
I would recommend it, and I would also recommend the brand. It's very eco-friendly, gluten-free. It's cool and hip, I would say. I'm definitely going to use this. This is going to be my holiday one. So I'm expected to go on holiday in a couple of weeks. So I will be saving it for that holiday reason.